Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to talk about Alna and should you pull her or not because she has been out on the global server for a couple hours now. I've done testing with her. As you guys can see, I did Paragon for her. She is a very strong PvP tech option, providing that damage immunity, which is really powerful for specific hyper carries which haven't really been able to make it to the meta. One example is Harak, because of the fact that they're kind of too slow to ramp up. She provides the best protection of any other hero in the game for that other hyper carry, and then can buy enough time to allow that hero to snowball and then begin carrying your team. And that is basically the utility and usage of Alna for PvP. So I am going to show you guys some replays, but first, overall, I just want to say she is a PvP hero. So if you are a more Dream Realm or boss-oriented player, there's no need for you to be building Alna. However, if you are a PvP-focused player or you want to build a PvP tech option, Alna is basically the best PvP tech option we've received since Dunlinger's release, and I don't know which one necessarily is stronger. As of right now, Dunlinger probably is still stronger, but we just don't know. We don't have enough evidence as of right now for Alna, but Alna is basically very close in that PvP tech role, and arguably in some cases could even be better. So I have 3 replays here of 2 different comps that I ran, and we're gonna begin with this Mauler comp with Harak. So like we were saying, Harak is a hero. Now it doesn't mean you have to run Harak. Like, there are plenty of good melee damage dealer options to pair up with Alna, and even ranged options. But this just gives you an example of how a hero which previously could not be meta in PvP can become somewhat meta due to that protection. Like, if you look at this team, it's a Mauler team. We're just buffing the Harak, allowing Harak jumping into the enemy side, and Shadow is running basically the pay to win, one of the top teams in the meta currently with Marcel, and he's running Faye, but Faye basically does the same job as Rowan, because I just wanted to test Faye, compared to Rowan. But basically, this is a very solid team we're facing. You're going to see what happens. So basically, my whole team, almost the whole team is going to get wiped, but the advantage is we have the Honor Arena from Mikola. That's why I was running her here. And then you have this damage immunity for Harak and the Alna. So we have control of the Honor Arena, get that attack buff. Brutus stalled for some time. I should have given him Insight Charms. He could have stalled for even longer. We have the Coco Charms bonus onto Harak. And now Harak is just going to begin snowballing. You're seeing here, normally he would be dead. If Alna was not on the team, this whole team would have been clean wiped by 86 seconds. That's always how it goes with these Marcel teams. However, because of this damage immunity, basically Harak is an impenetrable fortress, and he's going to begin snowballing. He casts his ultimate right now. He hasn't even really dropped much low on health at all, and he just cleans up the entire team. And this is something that was never possible before. No hero would be able to do this protection job like what was done for the Harak right here, other than Alna. And so basically, Alna can turn these heroes, which were just too slow for the meta, and actually make them relevant. Now I'm going to show you the same team attacking a Dunlinger, Athalia, Saida, and Alna team. So basically, this is maybe one of the most difficult opponents you could think about facing. This is like using all the top 4 basically meta Celestial Hypogean PvP heroes. Dunlinger, Athalia, Saida, Alna. Those are the top 4 meta Celestial Hypogean heroes. Now he does have Paragon 1. So it isn't a perfect test, but I mean, everything else with Paragon 4 is pretty close to a perfect test here, honestly. And you're going to see what happens. Like, Alna is just going to keep the Harak alive for long enough. Is my team going to control a Honor Arena? No, not. Oh yeah, we do actually control Honor Arena. And now, and also, we're attacking with what is also considered a subpar artifact. I didn't want to run Pack Bond because I was doing testing for my Clash fronts. And Pack Bond is already being used on another team. But Pack Bond is even better in a team like this. But Blood Moon also works and gets the job done because Alna protects the Harak. And so you're going to see here, Harak is not really getting at any threat of dying. I think he's already picked up a kill. And it's going to be really difficult for the opponent to break him here. Now, that Athalia nuke almost did it. That Athalia nuke almost killed the Harak here. And I guess if RNG was different, we maybe would have lost here. But it still shows you that even against the top meta teams, there's at least a chance that even Alna Harak Maulers, which is it's a team you would never really consider. Like Mauler Harak was meta like 2 or 3 seasons ago, but Alna is basically allowing it to come back into the meta, at least to an extent, due to her protection of the Harak, which is much needed. And now you're gonna see her from this point. There's no chance of killing Harak, right? Because like, I mean, he's snowballing. He's maxed out on his stacks. He's just gonna clean up the entire team. Now, there's another very interesting strategy, and actually showing you Alna's basically alternative role, which is actually she can also provide this damage immunity to ranged heroes like Cryonaia and go for a more turtle comp. Because the thing about Cryonaia is one of the best hyper carries in the game. But what is the problem? Either she gets killed too quickly, or the opponent has Dunlinger, and like in those 12 seconds, they're gonna kill your Cryonaia if they have damage. But Alna basically can solve that problem, providing damage immunity to Cryonaia. And then I have just another 3 heroes who are just going to be like trying to stall out the enemy as much as possible. We have Kalin for protection, we have Ludovic for healing, we have Damon shielding the Cryonaia, we have the Pac-Bomb spell. Is basically a full turtle Cryonaia comp with Alna, and again into the same meta enemy team. And you're gonna see this is actually a very convincing win here, and you're gonna see how well Alna can actually stall out. We're gonna go for like a 30-40 second match here. Look at the Cryonaia's health. Just watch the Cryonaia's health. She's basically all topped off, no risk of really dying. And keep in mind, the opponent has Athalia, they have Saida, they have Dunlinger, they have basically the meta PvP heroes. Now there is gonna come a point where I believe that Athalia, yeah, look at that Athalia nuke. It did take the team down low. However, this is probably going to be proccing the invincibility of Alna and Cryonaia as a hero drop below 50% health, which will proc that. And but there is a chance in this position, you know, if the hero has enough damage that they can maybe burst your hero even through the damage immunity of Alna. It hasn't happened to me yet, but it does seem like that's possible. Like, you know, if you can just one-shot the hero, like with Pac-Bomb spell, it's really hard. But if not, there is that chance of that. So, okay, the Cryonaia did take a beating, but she's bouncing back, and now she's not going to get close on low health anymore. And now we've stalled out the Dunlinger ultimate. We're at 74 seconds left. Cryonaia is still alive, and now she's going to begin cleaning up. And now it will just come down to her damage output. Can she clean up the enemy team? Cryonaia still has that problem that if the enemy has true damage, they're going to break her shield and end her ultimate abruptly. However, this protection of Alna is really going to make Cryonaia more of a beast than ever before. And I'm also thinking for regular arena, because in regular arena, what is the meta? The meta of regular arena is basically Dunlinger, Saida, Athalia, and now also Alna will be in there, maybe Alicet too. All of these heroes get hard countered by Cryonaia. Cryonaia can kill Athalia, Saida, Alicet, everything. She can kill everything, but what is the problem? You just cannot survive long enough. But now with Alna and a turtle comp, maybe even regular arena, there's going to be a potential for that. You know, that survival in a Cryonaia turtle comp. So look at this. Cryonaia is like, what? Did you hit me? I didn't even notice it. And now it's just going to be, you know, waiting for more Cryonaia's ultimates, and she's going to clean up these last 2 heroes, Saida and Damien, and that is going to be it, right? Yeah, so this is also a really interesting archetype you can use Alna with ranged hyper carriers to protect them and go for a turtle strategy and clean up the enemy team. So Alna has a melee role with melee hyper carriers. She's also a very good supporter tech option for ranged heroes. And these are really the 2 probably major archetypes for PvP right now for Alna. And you're really seeing that she's kind of a beast. She really is a beast in PvP, really interesting PvP tech option. But like I said, if you are a Dream Realm or boss focused player, you can easily pass on her because she is really just specialized in that PvP role for AFK stages as of right now. There's no any information about it. We need maybe to wait for next season and see if she's used in stages. But she's mainly a PvP hero. But that being said, she's a really fun PvP hero and really is going to change the meta of PvP, change the landscape, and allow certain comps, certain hyper carriers to be meta again, like Harak and even like Cryonaia. Cryonaia, she had a lot of problems, but in an Alna team, she can be maybe almost unstoppable. And that is really the interesting thing. So overall, Alna is a beast. I really think she's definitely the best PvP hero Celestial Hyper Gym released this season. But as an overall investment, like I said, hero like Alicet or even Mahira, they're probably going to be a better investment for the majority of the player base because of Dream Realm, because of Ravage Realm, and then you can also make use of them in PvP as well. But Alna, really interesting PvP tech option, and I think probably for many years, and I don't know about years, many seasons in the future, probably definitely going to remain relevant in PvP. Just how Dunlinger, he's still very, very relevant. These PvP tech heroes like Dunlinger, Alna, Siren, it's really hard for them to fall off. So anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts about Alna in the comment section down below. Overall, she's a really beastly hero for PvP. But thank you guys for watching. That is going to be it for this video. And if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. My affiliate link is in the description of this video in a pinned comment, and you can actually bookmark this link in your browser. And whenever you're planning to make a purchase, just return to the bookmark link and make your purchase. It will support me and be greatly appreciated. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now.